Okay. All right. Hello, 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 good people. Thank you for stopping in at the Believe in Your Better podcast. And today I have this amazing young woman here to assist me with assisting you with understanding IVF. And her name is Barbara Harris. And I'm so glad to have you.
Thank you so much for having me, Dana. I'm Barbara Harris Brown now, Dana, too.
Oh,
It got
okay.
mad.
And you know what? When I'm looking at everything, because I got your book and I'm looking on my notes, and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought she had a hyphen. So thank you.
Man, yes.
All right. Miss Barbara Harris Brown, everybody. Don't get it twisted. So when they look for you on your Instagram, and are you on Facebook too?
Yes.
Okay. So if they're looking for you on Instagram and Facebook, how do they find you?
Okay, so my name on my social media handles is Tiefah, and then last name Harris, so it's Tifa Harris on my social media handles.
Okay, very good, very good. So now, um, let me give everybody a little brief introduction to your greatness. So, Miss Barbara and I are in a mastermind together, and this is how we met. So, in our accountability call, she heard me talking about I'm setting up a podcast. I want to help people to believe in their better, and in that ditching the doubt of how they're too old or too young, not too young, but too unexperienced or over experienced. It's too late for them. So I believe, and so does she, that you are not too old and it's not too late. As long as you here, you breathing, you functioning, you got your right mind, let's move. That's the key. And so we are here to encourage others to believe in themselves, believe in their better, and move from that energy. So,
Giving
um,
God all that grace and glory, too, because
absolutely, that's where your greatness is coming from. Amen. Amen. Your greatness is coming from our higher power, and it's not to be mistaken that it's just through your strength. Mm-mm, no. So, with that, Miss Barbara, give everybody a little bit of who you are and uh, what it is that you want to accomplish.
everyone, it's so nice to meet you all. My name is Barbara Harris Brown. So I am an IVF coach. So I work at Legacy Hand Fertility. I dove into IVF because me and my at that time was my fiance. We were trying to conceive for about 10 years. You never want to go to the doctor and just see why you're not getting pregnant. You want to do it natural because that's how society is. Just
Right.
it should naturally happen. But after a while, when it wasn't time to let's go see what's the problem because we should have been able to conceive over the years. So when we did finally go to the doctors, at least to get up the courage to even go. So,
Hmm.
if you're trying with your spouse and you're a year in, go ahead and go. It's okay. I know, we make it in society where we don't talk about this, but it's time to start talking about it. And it's time to get the help you need because you want to build your family. So that
Yes.
was our biggest thing. We
Yes.
wanted to build our family and just so when it came down to I was working with my OB to just see am I ovulating? Is everything going right? And everything was going good. She just said, okay. She gave me the referral for the IVF clinic. Funny thing
Hmm.
is, we went to the wrong clinic. I ended up
Oh,
losing, and we had to muster up the courage to even make that phone call. I'll be honest.
so go back. So how many times did you try naturally to have a child,
So,
or how long was that period?
so I've been with my husband. I've been with him from that time. It was at least 10 years.
Okay. Okay.
So we were, literally trying, and then it was like where I was paying attention. Am I ovulating? am I
Mm-hmm.
able to have a child? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm looking at the apps. They have the apps like Glow where you can mark everything. I'm like, I should be ovulating, so let us try today. Like, but
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't happening. And I had scares too, where my period didn't come for a while. So I got
Okay.
excited. Then I took the test, and unfortunately, it was negative. So
Okay. So I was just about to ask, were you having a regular cycle? Where
yes,
it, okay. Okay.
yes. So everything was regular for me. It
Mm-hmm.
really wasn't until we went to the fertility clinic and got some answers, and
Okay.
then that's where we started finding out what's what.
All
So
right.
when we made it to the fertility clinic, so they have you check off scarlet fever. Now I never knew this. You're my husband. You check off if you have scarlet fever. They can't connect it directly, but
Mm-hmm.
she's like, oh, she said that may have caused your sperm count to go down for my husband. She
Okay.
said a lot of men, if they had scarlet fever, their
Hmm.
sperm counts are low. They
Now,
don't
that's the first time
diagnose
I've
it.
heard of that.
Yes, they can't. Why they can't diagnose it? Because he had it when he was like 7.
Okay.
And he was hospitalized. It was really bad.
So
Um,
now, so tell me this. So when you initially went to the IVF, and I guess we should let some, because some may not know what IVF is. That is intro. Okay. So when you first went for the first consultation, you had to fill out paperwork, and so did your fiance, right?
yes, so me and my
Okay.
husband had to fill it all out, and that's where we did his count. Like he had to do a
Okay.
sample first, and then it was me after. So that initial is both
Mm-hmm.
of us sitting down, them at least seeing where his sperm count is at. So we had to do
Mm-hmm.
that the same day.
And they
Yes.
do a whole health panel on the two of you,
The
blood
men,
work and all of that.
for the men, their sperm. For me, yes.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
it was like, let us see if the male is able to make sperm.
Mm-hmm.
So once she came in, said, I got good news and bad news. She like, you have
Right.
sperm,
Okay.
but
Mm-hmm.
it's just your count is lower. So
Okay.
naturally, you guys wouldn't be able to conceive. So she did let us know that. But
Mm-hmm.
she was like, with IVF, we can make it happen.
Okay. All right. So that was your light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
Okay.
Until yes.
Okay.
Until
Well, yeah, a little bit at a time. So you went because, like you said at first, you guys were a little apprehensive about going. So now, was that because of the stigma that it has, or did you think, well, we can't do it naturally, so we're less than? Did you have those types of thoughts?
so honestly, so for him, because he was older, he's 12 years older than me.
Okay.
So our son is now almost 4. So he was like about 42. So him
Okay.
having kids all those years, even before we got together, he was like, something must be with me. I can't have kids.
All right. All right.
Me, I had an abortion as a child in my teenage years. So for
Okay.
me, it was, did I do something that caused me not to be able to reproduce now?
Okay. Right. Right. Those thoughts
So
will come. Hmm.
it's really that fear and that guilt
Okay.
that set in that was like, maybe it's not meant. You know?
All
So it
right.
came with a lot of healing from my childhood to be able to just muster up the courage to go, to say
Okay.
what God is not penalizing me. Because sometimes you feel like that, like, God, I'm sorry, did I do something? But
Yeah.
you have to forgive yourself. Really.
Yes. And I love how you added that. Well, first, I didn't even let folks know, but if you can see the, all right. So this is Miss Barbara's book, you guys, uh, that she wrote in regards to her journey, How to Thrive During IVF. And I love how you had the portion of self-love, self-care in regards to, like you said, your healing with your emotions regarding the past decisions, past mistakes. and how you allowed yourself to move forward. I thought that that was a very good component to the book because those, just like you said, well, is this from something I did in the past? Or even if they were eating wrong. I loved how you added that in the book. Go ahead.
Thank you.
So now go back to, like you said, you were healing and trying to move forward.
Yes. So it was us really just saying, we're not going to let fear stop us. If it's in
Mm-hmm.
God's plan, it's going to happen. Let's
Mm-hmm.
at least see. Let's get some answers
Mm-hmm.
to why, So
Right.
that was a good thing for us. Well, at least going to the fertility clinic. So for that consultation,
Yes.
at least knowing like, oh, there's a chance. So
Yes. Yes. And
don't
clear
be,
some of those worries.
yes. So don't be afraid of just knowing what your chance is.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that fear just come over and take it charge, but we're not going to do that. We're going to move forward and believe it's in God's plan.
Okay. All right. So after you found out about his sperm count and you found out that your eggs were viable, tell me what the next step was.
Okay. So we just did his sperm count and then it was me. Now I have to go get blood work.
Said, oh, blood work. Okay.
So now I have to go get blood work. So I got to see for me what's going on. I had
Okay.
already kind of did like, how you said the ovulation and everything with my OB. So we knew that was good. So when I
Mm-hmm.
did my blood work, it came back that I had high prolactin. So high
Okay.
prolactin is like where you produce milk after you have a baby, but you
Mm-hmm.
can't go through IVF with high prolactin. You have to get that down. So when
Oh, okay. Okay.
So when you have high prolactin, that means something's going on with your pituitary, and that's in your brain.
Okay. And I was wondering how, reading the book, I'm like, how is this affecting the aspect of the brain tumors? But even when you explained it in the book, give us some more, the listeners some more. Um, so what happened? What was the next stage when you
So for
found out about the?
yeah,
Okay,
so I got the phone call of you need to go see something's wrong with your brain, and I'm like, what? Like I
right,
couldn't
like,
believe it.
huh?
30 years old, I'm completely eating clean, no meats, really taking charge of my health, really diving in because I really wanted to become a mother.
Right, because you were walking a mile or two, right, every day.
Yes. Yes, with my little dogs too. So just doing things that made me happy. So this,
Mm-hmm.
because I know this journey can become overwhelming. So I was preparing myself ahead of time to be ready for
Okay,
whatever obstacle may have arisen.
very
So
good, very good.
they sing me now. So after I found out, okay, something's going on with my brain, I had to just take it in and accept it and be okay. Like my journey isn't over before it began because that's how I felt. It
Exactly.
was, I wasn't expecting that. I just thought, okay, once we found out something about him, I'm good. Like we can
Mm-hmm.
move forward. But this was a little hurdle that arose. But I'm just thankful that we were then. So it was go to an endocrinologist and a neurologist.
Okay.
So I
So
had to
now
go.
tell me how you, like you said, all of this is coming at you at once because it's already um, a very, I want to use the word invasive, but it's welcoming. You're welcoming this procedure. How did prayer life um, increase or decrease?
It increased so much because I really had to believe that God was aligning me on this path for a reason.
Mhm. Okay.
Um, Came with a lot of tears, I'll be honest, because
Right.
in a sense, in a moment, I did feel the sense of defeat and failure of just, kind of why me, the question, is it
Okay. Right.
me?
Right.
But I was still, I wasn't going to give up. And even in the moments that I wanted to, what I did is took a moment. I made
Hmm.
sure I took a moment. I connected more with God. Just, okay, God, please tell me what you want me to do.
Okay. Okay.
Right before we went to the appointments, so I can feel a little more relaxed. I
Mm-hmm.
made sure I didn't go by myself. That really helped too. Because
Okay.
be honest, in our Black community, we scared of the doctors. I'm gonna
Right.
be honest. I don't
Right.
feel,
Right.
you know.
Right. Right. Even
So
when you know something is wrong. Yep. You don't want to go to the doctor. All they do is tell you bad things. Well, no, that's not all they do.
yeah. And we got to take charge of our health. So
Yes.
I know I had to, at least do the work, see what I needed to get done, see what was
Mm-hmm.
next. So when that came to the neurologist, they then sent me for a MRI and an MRA.
Okay.
So those are like scans of your brain. So the MRI gets to see like the outside, and then the MRA gets to see like the blood vessels, everything inside. So it's really
Okay. All right.
it was a lot to take in. I had an MRI on my back before, but my brain,
Right.
but honestly, that wasn't as bad as I thought. And that's that fear we got where it's like, my
Mm-hmm.
goodness, is this gonna be like really terrible? I was able to watch a movie while I was getting the MRI and
Oh, all
MRA
right.
day. Yeah, so they made it
Okay.
really good where it was like, okay, I'm not at the doctor's. I took a moment, closed my eyes, and I'm like, okay, you got this. How
Well,
I
I
said,
was imagining you, like you said, MRI, you're laying in that tube, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, well, how long did she have to lay in there? Oh my goodness.
yeah. So I think a total it may have been about 30 minutes, but
Really?
five
Okay.
minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, but I'm watching the movie. So even though
Right.
it's
So
really
that made it
loud,
go a little quicker.
yes, it's loud, but I'm reading the subtitles, so it's distracting me too. And
Okay.
you can't move. So
Right.
I was just like, okay, this isn't that bad.
Good. All right. Right. Look, you are a trooper.
Yeah. So thankfully that was one thing down. So then I went to my neurologist and she just explained everything. She said I had a small aneurysm. Um,
Hmm.
she said we would have to just keep monitoring it. She said for my prolactin, then that's when I went to the endocrinologist and he gave
Okay.
me this small pill that I had to break in half for the week, and it ended up getting my prolactin down. So it might
Okay.
have took maybe a month. It didn't take long.
Oh, wow.
That was a blessing because
Yeah.
so I just thank God. It's the what if I didn't have the courage to at least go do what they said to do?
Exactly.
No, and I could have prevented my blessing. So I'm just
Right.
thankful I mustered up that courage to just go.
Hmm. And I thank you for saying that because on each interview that I'm doing, that is the thing. People, I want them to be able to see when you tell yourself no, that's the problem. It's not really when others tell you no, because when they say no, we can tweak our mind and say, well, all right, I can't go down this street. Let me go down another street, right? But if you're telling yourself no, you stop growing, you stop pursuing a different avenue, you shut yourself down, you become withdrawn, you start self isolating. So that's the purpose of this podcast. So people can hear how others have walked down a lane that could have possibly helped them and still can help them. So I thank you for this. So, so tell me, get a little intimate in the sense of the relationship that you and your husband had at that time. Like, was it difficult? Did you pull away from each other? Did you gravitate towards each other?
So
Talk
funny
to
you asked. Oh man,
Okay,
it was a mixture of both. It was
okay.
a mixture of both. Because I really needed him because this was a lot for me. I'm gonna be honest. Just
Mm-hmm.
having to go from doctor to doctor to doctor, like it's a lot. And it
Right.
was such a short period of time.
Okay. Okay.
And for like support, I was really good on my journaling back then too, just to
Mm-hmm.
write down my emotions because I had so
Okay.
many. I had
Yes.
so many mixed emotions of just the understanding of what's going on, how do we move
Mm-hmm.
forward. how do we keep building? So we really had to just really get that love and that nurturing from him because it was a lot for me at that moment.
Okay. Now, let's backtrack a little bit because you are also an entrepreneur at that time and now, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So, and this was during COVID too. So this was
Oh,
uh,
right. When you first started.
yeah. So I have a
Oh my
daycare,
goodness.
a family's helping hand daycare. So I have daycare, but this was
Hmm.
when the world was shut down. So
Okay.
I also have to say too, before we went into our IVF journey, we had everything planned for our engagement party. So we were engaged. We had got engaged 2019. COVID hit
Hmm.
20. So now,
Right.
okay, everything's getting canceled. I can't have the big wedding. Do we pay for our wedding or do we have a baby? And we both kind of wanted a baby more. But I'm gonna tell you guys
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
back then we didn't understand the foundation of marriage, to be honest, because
Oh,
looking
okay.
back, I wish I wouldn't have chose IVF first. I wish I would have just knew you can really go to City Hall and get married and
Hmm.
be okay with that and do the big
Okay.
lady. But my
Okay.
brain was telling me that's not good enough. You deserve a big wedding,
Hmm.
and it was
Hmm.
like, but let's just postpone it. And it's no, create that foundation first, and then all the blessings come after.
Okay.
So
Okay. That's great self-reflection. Great self-reflection because some, like you said, you allow the ego to dictate which way to go as opposed to um, evaluating everything. Like you said, well, which one should come first and the importance of it for the two of you. So,
yes.
did that disrupt the flow of having a baby or going to the clinic?
No, it didn't, because we both were like, let's try for the baby because the world was shut down.
Okay. Okay.
So
So that threw a different perspective into it. All right.
yes,
Yeah, I see
but
that.
then we
Mhm.
took our time.
Okay.
We got married last year. We had our son in 2021. See,
Okay.
when you
Okay.
procrastinate, yes.
You said procrastinate. All right. All right. And you
Gotta
still
hold us
had the
accountable for that.
daycare though, right?
Yes, yes. So thankfully, a lot of my clients weren't really working at that time
Mm-hmm.
because the world was shut down. So
Right.
I had clients in and out. I did have some essential workers, but it wasn't too much because we weren't really going outside that much back then.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Okay.
was the opportunity where I was able to really focus on IVF too. So that was a
Okay.
lesson for me.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So I didn't have
That's
to put
amazing.
my put my parents on hold. I didn't have to tell them, oh, I can't because I'm doing IVF. They
Mm-hmm.
were already off work, so I didn't have any guilt on that end, thankfully, or stress.
Okay. Right. Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So moving forward, you um you're at the clinic, you've had the test, they gave you the okay on both sides, like for him and for you. The tumors, you didn't have a tumor, right?
Brain
Right.
aid, and
Okay.
then have like enlarged pituitary gland. So yes.
Okay. And so now, did they ever say, let's say that you didn't have IVF or you went down that journey, would you have found out that you had an enlarged, right, right.
So that's where the blessing comes in of I'm thankful for IVF because I did find this out at least to monitor my health.
Mm-hmm.
So where I'm at too, I go annually now. In the
Okay.
beginning, I might have went every 6 months, like the first year or two. But she
Okay.
said, even as of now, no growth. I just recently went, so it's no growth. Everything
Mm-hmm.
hires my pituitary right now because I'm pregnant. But
Okay.
normally it's everything's fine. So I really got good news moving forward. So that was really a blessing.
All right. So now, I think you said something the other day. Uh, how many times have you done this?
IVF.
Yes.
So I have done one retrieval, four transfers.
Okay. Retrieval transfers. Help myself and the audience understand what that is.
So in the beginning, how it works is you do a retrieval. Now, this is where they take my eggs out, see how many they can retrieve from me.
Okay.
They fertilize it with his sperm
Mm-hmm.
under, they do it under anesthesia. So for me, how it worked for me is I had 22 eggs that they were able to fertilize.
Okay. Okay. And that's a good amount, right?
Yeah, so my apologies, they were able to retrieve 22 eggs from me. My husband, Rodriguez, was able to fertilize 10 of those eggs. So they were
Okay.
really excited about that. They also gave us supplements too. So during this process, he had little supplements. It was like to help him increase his sperm count.
Okay.
So that was really good too.
All right. So supplements to make you more fertile.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
So
that's good. Now, did you guys struggle with following directions with taking the supplements?
no, because
Okay.
we can talk about the cost of IVF. So when you're in, you are in, and you're spending a nice penny, but there's a
Okay.
blessing in that as well. So IVF does have a cost with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna make sure you're doing everything you're supposed to do. Like, and you know what? They also give you a nice calendar broken down each day on what you need to do.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Really simplified for you. So I got
Mm-hmm.
each day, especially when I got to having to take more medication,
Okay.
each day is broken down for you step by step. And the times.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, all right, look, we're gonna take a sidebar. So the clinic that you worked with in your book, you say over and over how they were such a blessing, so nice, so understanding, so helpful. How did you find that particular clinic?
So I said, it's all in God's plan because I accidentally did.
Right, because
So
didn't you say you went to the wrong place?
yes, I did. Yes. So my doctor gave me a referral, and to this day, I don't know if it's true or not, but when I called, she was like, yes, we have the same doctor here, and made my appointment. And then when I got there, they're like, oh, that's not the referral, but that's okay. You're here. But when I walked in there,
Mhm.
it's just the ambience was so nice. It was so me. It was
Okay.
just a me environment. So I was so thankful. Even when we got in there, the ladies were
Hmm.
so nice. You can feel just the genuineness. It was really
Right.
homey,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I love positive people. So I really enjoyed just walking in there. We were just so welcomed.
Good. 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 All right. So, and you stay with that particular clinic until um you're completely fertilized? Is that how
Yeah.
it goes? Okay.
So it's CNY fertility. So for this first time to do after my retrieval. So after they retrieve the 22 eggs, fertilized 10 of those eggs,
Mm-hmm.
7 made it to blast, and then we ended with 5 embryos. So we ended up
Okay.
having 5 total embryos. So the embryos are what they can implant back into you.
Okay. Now
Now,
you said blast. What does blast mean?
so blast is like they're viable. They're
Okay.
viable. You can create an embryo. There
Okay.
is a more defined term. I can definitely get
Mm-hmm.
that to information, but
Mm-hmm.
those are the ones that make it.
Okay.
Like, because some are not good embryos where they don't make it to day 6. Like, yeah, so it's normally day 5 embryos.
Okay.
But
And I was just about to say, so after um the sperm fertilizes the eggs or attempts to fertilize the eggs, how long of a time frame do they give you before they say yay or nay? Or how
so
many, the count, I guess.
it's up to 7 days.
Oh, okay.
So when we first did it, we were like in conflict with the holiday. It was near Thanksgiving. So we
Oh,
ended up doing like one of our 3-day embryos.
mm-hmm.
which
Hmm.
wasn't the best quality. They also grade the embryos too, like
Oh, wow. Okay.
good, fair, so that's really how it works. So that one, so we ended up doing a transfer, but this was before my clinic. My clinic is in Buffalo, New York, but
Hmm.
we had to travel to Syracuse, New York, because they didn't do um, transfers or retrievals. So we had
Okay.
to travel about 3 hours to go get it done as well.
And you live in Florida?
No, I live in Niagara Falls, New York.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're still in a decent area. It wasn't a
Yes.
10-hour drive.
No, it was 3 hours. And Florida actually has CNY down there as well. So
Okay.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
And CNY fertility is like a clinic that is one of the most affordable clinics around,
Oh,
where they
okay.
take even people with high BMI, like where some clinics may say, okay, you're too overweight, like they're more
Hmm.
dangerous, or people whose like cases are a little, like a harder case, like
Yeah.
your chances
Because,
may be a little lower. They're gonna try to work with you,
hmm
you know.
Yeah, because some people have other medical conditions that's going on, and it would be a little dangerous, right, for them to be pregnant and to have to go through that process.
Yes, but they
Okay.
definitely work with you. Like
Okay,
they
that's good.
really good plan.
Hmm.
They really do give you a really good plan.
Okay, good, good. So with that, you said it was around Thanksgiving, and that's when you found out that you had seven?
Five,
That,
five
oh,
total.
five total. All right. And so now how do they decipher which ones they will um, is it called implanting?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, the one they're gonna implant. So that's the one they're transferring back into me. So
Hmm.
because of how Thanksgiving was around, they ended up just doing sure the grade wise with this one, because it was so quickly. It was only like a 3-day turnaround because the holiday was gonna mess it up, but we ended
Okay.
up having 4 embryos after. So they may have gotten more time to develop, as opposed to the one I got then. It was a little
Hmm.
sooner. So
Okay.
like we had to do it that day. So it was like we
Okay.
might have did it the day before Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
So I
And
think the
and
20,
and then you went back home and chilled or whatever, and then had to drive back like 5 days later. Oh,
3 days, 3 days.
oh,
So yeah,
three
so they
days
received
later.
all my embryos. So that's where I got the 5 embryos. They called us. They said, okay, you know, we have one that we can transfer back into you. We'll
Hmm.
do it on this day. Cause you get when you buy the package too, you get a fresh transfer. So fresh transfer is right after your retrieval. You can have a
Okay.
fresh transfer. It's within days. It's when the embryo first makes it to blast. So that's when
Okay.
the embryo is
Okay.
first able to turn into an embryo. So it's
Hmm.
basically creating the embryo.
Okay.
Now, frozen, that's where they give it time to be they put it on ice is really what it calls the ice
Hmm.
baby, you know.
Ice babies.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right. So tell me what's going on with how you're moving. Like, are you scared to move? Were you trying to be still, or did you just keep on going the way that you normally have your day? And it was the holidays, so were you on your feet cooking and all of that?
No.
Okay.
Say the retrieval, you're in
Mhm.
pain. It's
Oh.
everybody's body may be different though, but I
Hmm.
needed some rest. You know,
Okay.
it does hurt. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I rest the rest of the day.
Hmm.
We did end up going back home because of the time frame. Transfer goes really smooth. It's nice and easy. The only thing is your bladder.
Okay.
So that's the thing with the retrieval. So we're just in anticipation, honestly, because you don't know what's next. So
Okay.
you're encouraged and you want to stay positive, but you just don't know what's to come.
Right.
So,
Okay.
the weight gain. Yes.
So you were feeling a little fretful.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. So, fast forward to them telling you yes and what your next steps were.
Okay. So after we did the transfer, we have to wait 2 weeks to see if it implants, to see if you're
Oh,
pregnant. So it's a two
okay.
wait. This is a long 2 weeks.
Mm,
And I wanted to test. I wanted to test, do a pregnancy test just to see.
mm-hmm.
My husband was like, no. I even wanted to sneak and do it without telling him. And he's like, how is that fair? And you would know and I wouldn't. So
Mm-hmm.
I really did not test for the
Okay.
entire 2 weeks.
Okay.
All the people do test, but we didn't test. I still remember the day I got the phone call when she said it. I wasn't pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sense of defeat takes over. You
Mm-hmm.
don't mean for it to, but I did all this work and it didn't work. But God just said, not right now.
Okay.
You know, it
Because you
was not.
still had some other eggs, right?
Yes, I
That
still
were
had other
oh,
embryos. So I have four
embryo.
left.
Okay.
So we have four
All
left.
right. Okay.
But I say it so seamlessly, but this is a process.
Mhm. Oh
We
yeah.
we skipped a few the shot part. So you have to take progesterone shots in your
Oh,
stomach
I thought that was earlier on. So
and
this
in your
is
this
okay.
is before retrieval. You have to get your body ready to
To the
retrieve, and they
pump.
also
Okay.
monitor if you have follicles. So they need to see if it's eggs growing. So they check my follicles and everything. So I had
Mm-hmm.
a good amount growing, and they want them at least to be over 10. So I
Okay.
did have some because they can retrieve the bigger ones. The smaller ones they don't use. So as long as they're over 10 and they check your lining, they want that to at least be a 7. Like
Mm-hmm.
thickness, you can't have it too thick or too thin
Okay.
with your transfer. So that was a big part. So I know I had to do some in my stomach and some in my butt.
Okay.
My
As far
husband,
as the shots, right?
yes, my
Okay.
husband is not a fan of shots,
Right.
but I could not give them to myself. It is it's a lot, so
Okay.
we had to, that's something we really had to work on and do,
Now,
because
was it the pen type of shot, or was it like the syringe and you had a bottle and you got to take some of the fluid out?
yes, so it's full blown needle. Yes,
Okay. Okay.
yes, it's a long,
Yeah.
a nice long shot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and sometimes it's multiple times a day.
Oh, is it? All
Yes,
right.
so
Yeah. See,
especially
I
for
didn't
you
know
to
that part.
trigger.
I thought it was just once.
Yeah, so even for you to trigger to get your body ready,
Hmm.
before you do your retrieval, because it's basically like you're ovulating and you're getting all the eggs out. So you got to
Okay.
trigger it. So that's a shot. I know it was in my stomach, and then the progesterone they usually do in your butt.
Oh, wow. Okay. And you said multiple times a day?
Yes, yes,
Really?
yes.
Okay. So
And
now how did that work with like him at work, you at home,
so it's a
or at the
certain time.
daycare?
So it's a certain time. So it's
Okay.
usually some are evening. So I know
Mm-hmm.
it's like trigger mainly at night, and then progesterone usually at night. I did get to where I had to do it in the morning. So it's either he
Okay.
would come from work or
Mm-hmm.
we would do it before he go to work, and then when he at nighttime. So it was just
Okay.
making the adjustment to figure it out what works for us.
Okay. All right.
And you
Good,
also
good.
have to take a large amount of medications as well. So
Mm-hmm.
for the main ones are progesterone, estrase, like estrogen.
Mm-hmm.
It's really like you're preparing for pregnancy even beforehand. That's what they're doing.
Okay. Getting
And
your
you
body ready.
yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I remember at a point in time I may have been taking at least 10 pills a day.
So what type of diet did you have? Because I know earlier in the book you said you stopped eating meat. You were trying to eat more a healthier diet. You were having those POM, what you call palm juice? Is that right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Right. Look, that became my friend during COVID. I was like, oh, COVID not getting me. Not, we're not doing that.
You know what? I was doing really good. This
Okay.
is the most disciplined I've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
I was prepping my food. It was really
Okay.
like a brown rice, a vegetable, and a meat. And then
Okay.
fruit was like my dessert. Like I was really disciplined because I really wanted to become a mother. So that was
Okay.
my boundary. COVID was around, so I wanted to be healthier because of
Mm-hmm.
everything around me as well. So
Yes. Yes.
yes,
Okay.
very important.
Wow. So you had the shots. Um, all right. So you mentioned about the money. And in your book, you gave a very good description. I'm like, this book right here, bro, this book is gold. All of the clinics should have this book in their as part of their package to give the clients because you really break it down and you have your emotions, your heart in it. So you said that they helped you guys figure it out, right?
Yes. So even when we went there, how I said we had to decide wedding or
Mm-hmm.
IVF because we had to be ready for the cost. We were
Right.
ready, like we can do it. You
Okay.
know, when we got there, it was the best thing ever because the lady like believe it,
A payment plan?
a payment plan, and I said this
All
amazing.
right.
It was a 25% down payment. So whatever
Mm-hmm.
the initial fee. So say example, if that was maybe 4 or 5 thousand,
Okay.
25% of that, and you pay a
Oh, okay.
fee. Yes. Only thing is they don't cover the medication. The medication may have been about 1,500 to 2,500 for the medication.
Okay.
That you do need out of pocket, but we're already either we have cash or we have our credit cards. We make it
Mm-hmm.
work.
Now, how does the insurance play into this?
So some people do have IVF coverage.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
okay.
I did not
Oh,
though.
that's
But
a special, so that's a special component for your insurance now? Oh, wow.
and I'm gonna be honest, so I've been hurt like like far as Medicaid because I had a friend, she was
Mm-hmm.
looking into IVF and they were covering some things too.
While they were on Medicaid?
Yes,
Oh
she
my goodness. Okay.
yes. So there's a lot of companies. We just have to look into it. This is where we got to get the education on seeing
Mm-hmm.
what our
Yes,
coverage
indeed.
really covers.
Yes, indeed.
You
I mean,
know,
even for as me as a counselor, people come to me and they want to use their insurance, and that's all well and fine. But then if I say, how much is your copay? They don't know. And it's like, well, why don't you know? You need to know what it is you got to pay out of pocket, or if your insurance is even covering the sessions. That's not for me. Yes, I verify your insurance, but you should know if I have this particular, like you said, if I have this surgery or this procedure, how much do I have to pay? And how much will insurance pay? Very good. So that's amazing that people on it doesn't matter what level.
yes.
Everybody has that option. That is so good.
And
All
our
right.
total cost for like my son Rodriguez may have been between 10 and 12,000. But
Okay.
honestly, even though I am a numbers cruncher, I'm really big on our budget and finance.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, thank you, God, for not allowing me to stress about this. I pay
Okay.
my monthly payment, or if
Mm-hmm.
we got to come up with a cost, we do that because we had to
Okay.
do like an ERA so they can see exactly when I ovulate. That was another out of pocket, like immediate cost, but there was no
Okay.
stress with the finances.
That's good.
That
That's
was that
good.
was really huge because I see a lot of people, and even now I've done research for one of my clients that they have so many grants available. There's so
Oh,
many grants available that you can get to help with IVF as well.
okay. So now, good that you just mentioned that your IVF clients, you assist them with the beginning to the end,
Yes.
correct?
So what I've been doing is I've been doing a 90-day program because
Okay.
honestly, for you to go through IVF, it literally takes about 90 days. So for
Okay.
you to do your egg retrieval, your transfer, it could take sooner or longer. It just depends on your health and where you're at in the process. But
Mm-hmm.
that's and I really just want to prepare the women just for the emotional, the mental, and the physical of getting through,
Mm-hmm.
getting out there to the women and the couples of you can get through this. Because before we even come in, it's the oh my goodness, IVF is so hot. Like you're afraid before you even start.
Right, right.
And and then you're
Without
also
having any true information.
yes. And you're
Yeah.
also dealing with infertility. So it's also so sensitive. So you just need
Mm-hmm.
support of I can do it.
Yes.
No matter what arises, I can do it.
O-
So
Okay. So you would be their biggest cheerleader.
yes, yeah.
Okay. So now tell me, as you were going down this road for yourself, is that something that you thought that you needed?
You know what? I had no idea. I had no idea. I did have. I was on the IVF like the Facebook groups,
Okay, okay. That's a good
getting
tip.
information. Just getting awareness for
Mm-hmm.
IVF because I
Mm-hmm.
really did go in a little blind. I really wish I would have had a coach because they could have prepared me for those hard days of
Okay.
what to do during the hard days. Because some days you may break when you get that phone call that your transfer didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pick up the pieces. And you got
Okay.
to decide, am I going to try again? And this comes
Mm-hmm.
with another cost. You have to just start over. It's like you're starting over
All over. Okay. Okay.
all over again.
So now tell me, so the first time it didn't work,
No.
but so tell me, did you have feelings of grief during that time? Okay. Okay. And how did you process it?
But I remember the first day, um, me and my husband, so he didn't really know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know what to say. We just hugged each other for a
Okay.
moment. But
Mm-hmm.
I think he went upstairs and processed it. And I was down here and I love like happy movies. So I really just was sitting down here and I cried. But I
Okay.
was able to watch just happy movies just to keep my faith and to just pray.
Lift you up a little bit.
Pray. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Good
had to
example. Very good.
process through it. I had to just okay.
Feel
Okay.
it. Yep. Don't
Yes.
don't push it away.
Yes.
Feel it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And and no, it's okay. It's okay to try again. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay that IVF failed. I didn't fail. My
Right.
IVF transfer, it failed, but I wasn't a failure in that moment.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you sharing that because um, that is a hurtful moment. It is, and it would cause you to well walk away for, and you know how we do. Well, I guess I ain't supposed to have it. No, no, no. That doesn't mean that. Especially when they already tell you that you had, well, in your case, you had five embryos, right? So, okay. Good. So how does it work with the money part, like you said, to start over? So are you starting over with the shots and the medications?
Yes. So
Okay.
thankfully, we
Mhm.
have the 4 embryos left. So we don't have to do retrieval again because retrieval is the bigger part of the cost. The
Okay.
more expensive medication, the
Hmm.
longer it process. So I
Hmm.
just had to do transfers where transfers maybe a set cost, maybe say $2,000 or so, just an estimate.
Okay.
Opposed to the full retrieval, maybe like 7,000 plus so that's
Mm-hmm.
a big difference.
Okay.
So thankfully, I was just able to. We took time off because it was then near Christmas. So then we went back January. So right after the New Year, we went back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you said your son was born 2022?
21. Yeah,
21. Okay. 2021. And how old is he?
he'll be 4 this year. I can't believe. So he's three, almost 4. I can't.
Okay. And what's happening now?
So now I am currently 9 months pregnant with our second child. So,
Right.
so I
Very
really will be
good.
honest too. Yes, and I'll be honest. So this time was even harder.
Was it? What made it harder?
So we we went back to another transfer. So my son
Mm-hmm.
was a good quality embryo.
Mm-hmm.
They went nice and smooth for my transfer with him. My pregnancy went smooth. My apologies. Let me take a step back. During IVF, you bleed.
Okay.
Not gonna miss that part. You bleed.
Like a cycle? Or it
It
doesn't
could
it
be.
doesn't
It
stop
could be.
like that. Oh,
It
okay.
could be. Everybody's different. But I'm also learning now too. Pregnancy, you bleed. They don't tell
Mm-hmm.
us this part. There's a
Okay.
large range of women that bleed during their pregnancy, and we don't talk about this. So
Oh,
we don't
wow.
need to talk about this. Yes, while you're pregnant, you can still have like a period.
What?
Yes. So when I was pregnant with my
Oh.
with Rodriguez, I
Mm-hmm.
woke up one day and it was a large amount of blood. Like I woke up like, what the heck? I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know what was going on. I woke up frantic. It was
Mm-hmm.
about 7 a.m. We had to
You thought you had miscarried?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
because it was such large amount.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we went there, thankfully everything was good. And that's when she explained to me. She said she had a woman, even one day, gut blood all on the floor, gushing out, and her baby was still okay. She said
Wow.
large amount between, I want to say 20 to 40%
Mm-hmm.
that women bleed. Yeah.
Oh,
So that part. So even
wow.
go back to now.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was trying for my son that I'm pregnant with now, before I did, so it was the first transfer work, didn't
Mm-hmm.
work. The second
Right.
transfer work, which is my son, we did another transfer that did not work. And I tell you, this time, because of the medications, I just knew I was pregnant. I knew
Okay.
I was pregnant, and I was not. And that
Mm.
crushed me really bad because I just thought it was going to be so much easier. I think I really, you do something before you
Right.
give birth,
Right.
and you like, it's going to work out for me. And it did not. And that's what made me join the mastermind because depression started setting in. To be honest,
Okay. Okay.
I had to get around good people to help me, to
Mm-hmm.
encourage me, to lift me up, to know IVF failed, you did not.
And the mastermind helps with your spirituality and what you're doing. If when I say lift you up, ooh wee. It lifts you up and clears your head. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Good. Good. So that was a third IVF. And
Yes. So
did it a fourth time.
some right now is the 4th time. So then
Okay.
I went back again. I skipped a little. You gain weight during IVF. So with
Oh,
all
do
those
you?
shots in this process,
Okay.
it's a 10 to 15 to even more weight. So with my
Hmm.
first son, I feel like it was maybe like 15 pounds or so. And I had just lost all
Hmm.
this weight, eating healthy. and you'll
Mm-hmm.
gain it right back.
Because it's getting you, yeah, prepared
Because
to be pregnant.
all those medications,
Okay.
the side effects, all the medications. So
Oh, wow.
this time
Okay.
too, they wanted me to have surgery. They wanted me to have a hysterectomy because they saw like a fibroid or
Mm-hmm.
a tumor or something inside. They do this balloon test. They saw something bulging out, and they said if we do your transfer, there's a chance the embryo can stick to that
I was getting ready to
and
say
not.
attach. Yeah. Okay.
So they wanted to prevent that. So I had to get on birth control. I was on it for 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
and my body does not like birth control because I gained so much weight in a
Okay.
short period of time, and the side
Mm-hmm.
effects were just a lot. And think about the hormonal imbalance that you're going through.
Right. All of that going on at the same time.
So the IVF medication plus
Get
birth control.
pregnant. Look, your body is like, well, are we pregnant or are we not going to get pregnant? What we doing? Yeah. That's two totally different ways. Oh,
Yes.
wow. Okay.
And I kind of was, upset at myself, like you gained all this weight, you just lost it. And now you're trying to have a baby. So this time around, I weighed a lot more trying to get pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So different. Yeah. So yeah, this is right. You went through one process and you thinking it's going to be the same, and it's like, nope, it's the
Totally.
process, but it's a different road.
Yes, it was a new. So just to remember, like,
Okay.
even though you did it one time, you got to do it the second time. It's okay if
Mm-hmm.
the journey is different.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get to the end result.
All
So
right.
even after finding out too, the black, and I'll tell you this. So this time around, I was told God said, don't try to have another baby if you're not married. Okay. You took that
Without
time
being
before
prepared.
without
Said,
being married.
oh, Mary. Oh, what? He tapped you on the shoulder, huh? Listen, Missy.
I let you
Okay.
slide the first time,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not gonna create families out of wedlock anymore. We're not gonna keep doing that.
Okay.
So that was a big thing for me. So I just as a time I got married October 19th. I
Mm-hmm.
did my IVF transfer November 14th. Got pregnant.
Okay. All right. And so go
Obedience.
back to I was gonna say, how did you feel by listening? How did that make you feel?
Just obedient. Just really
Did you
thankful and
have
blessed.
a new sense of security?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. An understanding of what God is telling me. Just
Mm-hmm.
listen and stop trying to do it my way, you know, because I
Mm-hmm.
have, we make these plans and that doesn't mean that's the path God wants
Right.
us to go on,
Right.
because I could have keep postponing it because you get into your daily life and we forget, oh,
Mm-hmm.
we're living together and everything and we're not married. Like, no, you create that foundation.
Right. Right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So now, when is the baby due?
August 2nd, but I'm already 2 centimeters dilated, so he can truly come any day now. I'm 37 weeks now.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going the 39th week, somewhere in that range, like
Mm-hmm.
all the way. But I will tell you this time too, Dana, I had a lot more bleeding this pregnancy. A
Did
lot
you?
more bleeding. I was
Okay.
on bed rest whole Christmas, New Year's. I couldn't even wrap my son's presents.
Mm-hmm.
My
Okay.
husband had to do everything. It was a lot. It was a lot. But
And
keeping
so now, does that cause you to have like low iron and you feeling, extremely tired throughout this pregnancy?
I've had energy. That wasn't the problem. It was
Okay.
more like subhemorrhaging bleeding.
Okay.
So that's like bleeding kind of around where your baby is. So it's outside. So I'm really just thankful. She just really told me take it easy. So that time frame, so it was probably like a 2 week. 3 week type of range, like
Mm-hmm.
take it easy. Just don't do anything.
Okay.
Thankfully, I didn't have my daycare kids as much. I was able to really just rest.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, look, you such a good girl. When the doctor say be still, you actually do it. Because you know how some folks are, well, let me just clean the basement. What? Let me just let me just paint the well, I've been trying to paint this bathroom. What are you doing? Sit down.
It's because my family, I want to build my family. So I
Mm-hmm.
had to be obedient. I had to. It was so
Good,
important.
good, good, good. All right. So, all right. Give me 3 points that you would like to give to the listeners to share with um, couples that, or if it's even if, because you have some women who are single going through this, right? They want to have a child. Okay. What tips would you give them to help them understand the process a little better?
I'll really say do your research on
Mm-hmm.
like your clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Make a goal for yourself and also create why. Why do you want to become a mother or a parent? Write
Mm-hmm.
that down. So when those tough days come, because we're dealing with infertility, they're gonna come. Have
Mm-hmm.
something to go back to keep you encouraged to keep. Why do I want to become a mother? Why do I want
Okay.
to become a father? So something that can encourage you. Anytime you're feeling low, you have something to reference back to, just to give yourself a little hug.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
Yes. Very good. Good. And if someone listening, they want to contact you again, where can they reach you?
Legacy Here Fertility. So that's my website. So you can go on there. You can I'm also at Barbara at legacyhandfertility.com.
Okay.
So you can also in any social media handle. So I have Facebook, I have Instagram. Uh
Mm-hmm. So they can email you and or DM you.
yes.
All right. Okay.
And
Sounds good. So go ahead.
I just want you guys to stay encouraged because I know the process is worth the promise. I
Mm-hmm.
know it's a big process. All of our journeys may look different, but you can get through it. Stay encouraged. Really go to God when you're struggling. Continue to pray. He will
So
get you through that.
and that's just for those on YouTube so that you see if you want to order her book, this is the cover with a little man on there.
Yes, you can find it on Amazon. It's How to Thrive During IVF When the Process is Worth the Promise. So believe in your process and know it's promising and you can get through it. You can become a parent. I know the journey is, it takes work and all good things take
Yes,
work, but you can
yes.
do it. I believe in you and I want you to do the same.
Good, good. So, and I was just about to say, what would you tell them to ditch the doubt? But that was good right there.
Yeah.
Right. It's there for them. But they have to put the energy behind it. They
Yes.
have to move through that journey with their speed, with their energy for it to come through.
And
Yes,
take
ma'am.
breaks when necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Comfortable breaks. And
Right.
it's okay to come back to it. It's okay to take a moment. Do whatever you need to make sure you're giving yourself healing and love, encouragement.
Yes, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I thank you, Miss Barbara, and I wish you the absolute best. And for our listeners, if you want to get in contact with me, you can reach me on Facebook and Instagram at Talk with Dana Bell, or you can go to my website, letstalkwithdanabell.com. All right. Okay, Miss Barbara, thank you.
So
And I
much, Dan.
wish
Have a
you the
great day.
absolute best. Yes.
Thank you.
See you in the morning.
Okay.
All right.